Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our glorious republic. Hope you're having a great day. I'm putting in some slip lanes over here at the near the new chemical area. I'm just installing some slip lanes in here, so they're getting on these. And I know we're going to use them in the future. I can't get one in here. I kind of tried to play around with it, but I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's going to matter. If a vehicle really wants to go from this road over to here, then we'll just give them a path to go right here, and that'll just take care of it. We'll give them like a gravel road or something there, or maybe over here or something. That'll let them take care of that direction. But yeah, these slip lanes right here are definitely going to be used in the future, and so we're putting those in. I have also begun the process. It started snowing, so you probably won't see any progress on it yet. But my bulldozers and stuff are back. Good. They run out of gas. So I've been raising the terrain over here on this side through this water, right, to fill in the water. Unfortunately, I can't just claim that that's what we did. We filled it in, yeah, with the mountain. I can't just say that. I actually have to do it, unfortunately. So I have been working on that, and I have to move these vehicles a little closer to the water too, because I get over here about this far, and it's too far, and they can't do it anymore. So the water was out to about here. You can kind of see the lines where it's all flat now. So it was kind of out about here, and we brought it in about this much so far. I'll continue on that until it's maybe like a little tiny lake, and then we'll probably use that for sewage and everything. I was going to use this video to focus on rural over here and to maybe get some houses and towns and stuff going on over here. But there is a more pressing place. And so I'm gonna kind of do a mulligan on that. As I speak, I'm changing my mind. Let's see how this goes. We're not sticking to the plan. I think there's a place that's more pressing, and it's been pressing for quite a while, and I think it's about time I stop putting it off. And that is a steady supply of workers over here in Krasna. The industrial yard over here, right? And that's because we're running out of steel. I noticed this kind of right before I started recording, and I just said, yeah, I'll get to it. But I think I'm gonna get to it now, okay? We're running out of steel. It's slowing a lot of things down, and if I come over to Charlevoix West over here, I don't have a full storage, but I mean, we have a lot over here still. So there's still a supply of steel for building things. Oh, here we go. I wanted to show you. I think I probably already did this at the end of the last video, but look. Oh, doesn't it look awesome? I think it does. The traffic is flowing. We fixed it. At least for now. I'm going to be adding about twice as many vehicles into this area soon. So as I get more people living here and more people living over here in this area and everything, like that starts to get busier on all sides. And so, yeah. I needed to fix the traffic so I can make it bigger. So anyway, I'm going to, I think, focus over here instead today. It's kind of time I stop putting it off. And so we've got a rail mostly done here. I'm not sure the whole thing's electrified yet. No, most of this is not electrified yet. Just the part right here, right? I guess it's just that one spot right there that is. So yeah, not yet. We'll have to do that. But we're going to build extra rail here anyway. So what I'd like to see happen here is I'm going to take a rail from... Now, what are you complaining about? Hang on. What are you complaining about? Why? Goddamn track builders. What are you doing? Oh, right. You're going to be building this tunnel, which is... What? I was going to say, there's no way that's done. I don't have that many workers. There's no way that's done. I feel like, I don't know. It is getting close from this side, though. We're boring the tunnel right now, so that's interesting. And then this side here is already bored. It just needs some stuff. So is it, I think it's waiting because of, yeah, this counts as a purple section right here. Indeed. So I'm going to need to go ahead and flip that and that and that. I think that will fix it so that the train will come in here and work on this. And then in here, we're going to need a signal. Is this done, or because I don't want to mess that up. Okay, so this is done. So we're going to need a signal there. We already have those signals done. All right, so that should allow this train to get the hell on. To come in over here. At least I thought it would. Yep, right there. And you should... I don't think you're going to enter in from this side because the tunnel boring machine is doing its thing. Oh, right. You need to go all the way this way, don't you? This isn't electrified yet either. Ignore red light. There we go. You'll turn around there. Then you're going to need to be told to ignore the signal again. Right here. And then this should be a mix chain like that. There we go. So now you should be able to go back to work now, yeah? Should be able to. I think you are. I think it is. Yeah. It's doing it. It just stops at the edge of that. Okay. So we'll come back to that if it complains again. It kind of sometimes I gotta, babysit things, but we'll see. Police also aren't arriving over here, so small towns kind of getting crime. I'm gonna place a police station right here, and in fact, I've already laid in the plans for it. It's just not done. I'm gonna lay a police station right here, and that's gonna help getting there. So I'm gonna have notify when finished, so I can come over here and add a car to it. And then I think right around here is a good spot for like some kind of recreation. We've got this playground out here, this football thing. I'm wondering if there is any way I could add. I was gonna say like a culture building. I don't know about this whole gallery of art idea. It seems out of place for this area, right? But they need culture. They need something they can go to for culture. I don't want them driving around to get culture all the time. Maybe we could just put it right next to the police station. It wouldn't be super out of place, and they can still mostly reach it. Some of them can reach it. Yeah, if I put it over... This has to be a road connection, unfortunately. I don't want that. It doesn't match, it doesn't work. Uprising museums, like all these museums and stuff, they just don't match, man. Maybe I'll just add how about a cinema? Will the cinema be good enough? I mean, most of you guys can reach it. If I put it over here, then I could probably get some of these guys to do it. Yeah, and then we'll have a parking lot for that as well. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I know, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Here's what I'm going to do, and I'll cut you guys in. I'm going to move this stuff to be over here so that I have it close enough so I can keep working on this because I need those guys over there. And then in this place right about here, I will place the cinema, and then they'll be able to come here for their culture and stuff, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so cinema's going here. Kind of fits right in here, and if I need the road connection, I can always do that, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I'll probably put some monuments or something right here instead. And then again, the police station will be right there. It needs to be a small one in this area to help with any like little miscellaneous crimes and stuff that have a chance to happen. So we're going to come over here. I put the offices right over here in case you're curious. It's right here on these little roads. And then that is much closer to this. So I'm hoping I can do some more work, at least maybe out to here. With these things in the spot. And then there's the gas station going in right over here. I'm going to have the helicopters come and help with that if I can, just to speed that along. But we're going to make that an asphalt road because it's more permanent, a more permanent structure. And then these rail lines should go directly past this. And man, you know what? That is awful close. I am going to just... I don't want to take any chances on that. I'm going to bring that back just a little bit. Yeah, right. I'm going to bring that back to here instead, I think. And you know what? It's got kind of a big footprint, big profile. There's another one. This one has 4 spaces. There's another one with 4 spaces, but it's smaller. I'm not sure why, but I think I might as well just use the smaller one instead. Maybe we'll do something like this instead, just to kind of keep this. I like to have a long drive to it because they'll queue up potentially, so I like to do that, but I want to leave that spot open for another warehouse potentially. So I'm gonna go about like this instead with it. Change my mind, and we'll go about here. Yeah, this should be fine right there. And then we'll get construction office on that, and helicopters can help with that one. Okay. Anyway, that's the rural area. I was going to focus on this today. I don't want to. I want to come over here and focus on this. So this area is the primary worker supply for the steel mill, at least local supply. Obviously, we have train routes from Charlevinsk and Charlevinsk West that are bringing people in here, as well as people driving from the parking lots over here and driving down this freeway here to get over into here once we start adding parking lots as well, which I plan to add parking lots in here as well. Could probably start doing that now just to kind of get that going. We can have like a small parking lot right here. Just adds a few workers and every little bit helps kind of thing. So we could put in something like this would be all right. Just a dirt, not a dirt road, but yeah, we'll just do like a, thing is this is dirt. It's not a permanent road right here. So I'm thinking, let's make this gravel. We'll go gravel. Screw it. We'll go gravel all the way to it. All the way over. Yeah, for that road right there. And then we'll have you maybe... Oh, you're not gonna... All right, change this. Okay, right about there is better. So we'll go like that, and then once that road is built, we'll build that one. Just to kind of get something going with it, right? And then I'm thinking of parking lot can fit right here. I would love to have people being able to drive to the steel and work there if possible. And so I want to get a route that goes over to the steel. And I think this big lot, optimized parking, 30 cars. I think I can fit one of these right back in here in the back. So right about, I think right about here will work. Like that. And then of course the walking paths for that will meet up with the stairs on this side. So at least it should. Here. Right there. Yep. Right there. And then that pretty much just gets it into the steel mill anyway. It's close enough for that to happen. And it looks to me like this is all dirt. So I could start by maybe making this a gravel path. And then I can upgrade this path later too. It might help for somebody reaching it. I don't know. I don't think anybody really comes in this path though. This is just for maintenance. At least it was. So it's really this one here. And then we were going to go that way underneath. And I still can go that way underneath. Well, I just did it, didn't I? Nobody's using this is what I'm saying. So I think it'll be fine if I just make some people, you know, gravel there. I was going to go over top or underneath or whatever to get into Krasna industrial yard. And now if I do make the stairs, if I do go ahead and do this now, then we should see people being able to come from this parking lot over to this side as well. And I just got to figure out where that spot is that it wants to connect with. Right about there, please. Yeah, and then we'll just connect you like this, which will hook it up to right here and let it walk into that. So these guys will be able to park here and go there, which is pretty good. This whole thing is elevated, so there's no way to use this for parking lots. We could maybe have a few across here and allow them to walk across it. I think the small parking lot will fit here. I believe small parking lots will fit in here. Yep. Like, so we could do like a whole bunch of them. One there, one there, one there, one there. Just let them park in here. But that just increases the traffic on these roads. And I'm not sure it's worth increasing the traffic on these roads. But we definitely need to get more people working in making electrical components. This part is really important for everything. So I'm going to actually increase the workers to 130 there for now. And then I think for the remainder of this video, I haven't even gotten to the point yet. For the remainder of this video, I would love to focus on this right here. This is our new town, and I'm going to call it Magnitograd. Yep, Magnitograd, which is kind of derived off of Magnitogorsk, which is, to my understanding, the largest steel mill city, I guess, in Russia. So I'm changing the names, of course. I don't want to have the real names if I can help it. So we're going to do Magnitograd, and that's what this one's going to be. So I'm going to say that this town is going to be located. Let's put the center of town maybe right here, right on the, I think right there is fine. And then we're going to call this Magnitograd. All right, so Magnitograd. How are we going to work that out? Let's see if this is the Magnitograd vehicle production line as well. I kind of wanted to... Maybe we put this in the center instead to have both sides be. Hey, that's not bad. We could do that because this town is kind of stretching into Krasna Industrial Yard just a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm gonna reposition that. So Krasna Industrial Yard goes. I have to click it. Can I click it? Right. Gosh, it's not lined up with my mouse. That's the problem. Can I click it? Can I? Come on. Where is it? Man, it's so hard to click city names. It's crazy. All right, so it's already out this way. I don't think it's gonna go that far. I'm gonna put it probably right on the water here instead. Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, I want to go new. I already messed it up once. Don't do it again. Put it right in the water. No, let's just a little off the water. We'll go maybe right here with it. I think that's better. All right, so this is going to be Magnitograd. Magnitograd. And Magnitograd extends just barely where that's still vehicle production. And this is a construction office that's technically in Magnitograd now, which is, I think it's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. We're going to need more construction offices as well. I'm going to need another one. And I'm thinking probably I'll put it maybe over here near this. Over here. I think right here. Let's give us you want a full 24? We need things for reconstructions and stuff. It's been kind of a pain in the ass to have to find things, and I've been periodically going through and finding things that need it and then sending the other office all the way over here to do it. It's been not great. So I'd like to have another office that's out here ready to do this. I'm thinking maybe right here is okay. It's a big office. It should be able to handle pretty much everything we throw at it. My only downside on this is where are they getting... they can get the supplies from the same place everybody else is. It's just not a very big warehouse. If I want to go back and do this over again, I think I would make this a bigger warehouse. But it is what it is. I'm going to put this right here, I think. So we're going to go right like this. That will work for me. All right, another construction office is going in there too. And we'll have helicopters help with that. As well as, you guys are still auto searching, right? You are, okay. So for this area, we're going to start by, I think, pulling this road back a little bit. And I know it's a little hard to see because it's winter. I would love to do this in the spring. Maybe if I am a slow ass and I take my time with this enough, the snow will go away and you'll be able to see it better. But one way to also just do that is to just use the terrain smoothing tool. And then you can just go and do this. And you can kind of get rid of most of the snow. But in this case, I think you'll agree, it's going to make it more chaotic and even more difficult to see where I'm doing things. So for this area, I'm just going to, because of the changes in elevation everywhere. But for this area, we're going to create a store right next to the tracks. So we'll start with that. Centerpiece of everyone's survival in this town is going to be the shopping center. And the shopping center is going to go, I think, right up against this is probably for the best. We could put this right up against the rail, right about there. And I got to decide if I want I think I do want the walking path to go between us. So maybe I'll take it off the rail just a tad. Maybe right about here. Do my walking path trick again, where I'm putting it right next to the rail. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. We're gonna do that. So I'll be doing that. So you got to figure out where they're gonna want to cross the rail though, because you have to put the crossing first. Because if you try to do it this way, just pro tip, if you try to do it this way, you're never going to be able to connect these. Your starting points can't be too close to anything. So to connect them like that, really tight like I was doing over there, you got to do the crossings first. And then you can bring your rail really close together and connect it. And you can still have those crossings be where you want them to be. So I need to figure out where those are going to be. So for now, we're just going to leave it. So next step, let's go ahead and let it run so we can get some snow in here again. It doesn't have to be so chaotic anymore. We're going to have storage for this. Same little warehouses we used before. And I'm thinking if I tuck this in tight enough, I'm hoping I can get you to cooperate with me, like right about like that. That's what I'm hoping for. But I still have to... Well, I have it in my head. I probably should share it with you so you're not lost. I do that a lot. I'm sorry. We're going to try that for now. That'll get that connected. I need my rail to come off of this arch here. And I think I'm going to do it off of the arch just to give me a little extra distance. But if I do it off of this, I guess I won't need that extra distance. And then I just move this back. The reason why I don't want to move these signals back anymore, though, is because this is already tight. Like, I think it's like 158, right? Yeah, 158.69. So if I move this any further back, I'm going to start breaking my 150 rule on this, and I don't want to break that 150 rule. So if I'm going to do it, it needs to be really tight. So let's just see if we can make that happen. We're going to say these go away, and on the very next step, forward. Like, come on. Come on. That's as far as I have to go. Damn. All right. On the very next step forward, we're going to go out. I think about this far is fine. We're going to go about there. All right. So from there, we go out. Hold F4 right there. Okay. So assuming we have that done, we should be able to now come out about like that and about like that. And then I want to put the signals back and hope that they are 150, at least 150 apart. All right, let's measure it. So right here to here, that's 127. Is that big of a difference, really? Whoa. For real? It is. It's that big of a difference. Okay, well, that takes care of that. Not doing that. And then we'll put the signals back where they were. So the signals are going back where they were. That is a pretty big difference, isn't it? I guess so. I guess you could say it's, 32 different. Crazy. All right, that's where they're going to go again. So we're going to come off of this instead. I don't think it's going to matter because where the trains are coming in to supply this town is going to be this way anyway. We're going to be pulling food from Charlevoix West anyway for this. And even if it's not, even if we end up pulling food from over here, because we're going to have another source of food, making food over here, even if we start doing that, I may change it to make food here because it's closer to this. I might end up doing it in Ballasros anyway. But regardless, we don't have to come through this rail to supply it. We have alternative routes. And so there is, they can come through here and join this madness if that needs supplied. And, it's a thing they can do. We also have the ability to bring it in on a boat, and then it's already going to be over here anyway to be supplied over here. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Let's add the electrified rail. We're going to start with electrified rail pretty much every time now. And what I want to do is, I think I'm going to have it go about like that. Yeah, about like that. And then we want it to have a little bit of space. So it's not going to go right up against that rail. It's going to have a little bit of space. About there is probably fine. And then it's going to come out about there. There. And it's not straight. I don't know if that's a problem. We'll see. We can always adjust. So from this spot here, it's 2003 now, by the way. So my chemicals, I got to get my chemical stuff done. Construction's finished. Thank you very much, Mr. Foreman, dude. Construction manager, dude. We're going to go ahead and grab like some just these little white ones here. Oh, these are Ukrainian. Ooh. Oh, where do these come from? They're new as of 1997. Maybe I just never noticed them. I like these white ones. I'm going to grab two of these. They're really fast, too. 180 kilometers, really? I mean, there's no way they can actually do that, but all right. Also very expensive. So I guess We're gonna spend a lot on the rural area of hey, what's this place gonna be called? You know what? Leave me a comment on this video. Tell me, what should we call this town, right? And it's not gonna be just this part. It's gonna be this one and this one here. Right now it's Segadora, I guess, is the name we have for this area. And then I mean, we already have, like, you know, Balas Ross and Seminari, Kaminari, whatever it is. There's a lot of different, like, little places, but currently this is called, yeah, Savasi. I want to change the names of these places and have, like, you know, like our urban areas, our rural areas, sorry, are going to have, like, their own unique flair. So drop me some names for some rural farm towns, all right? It's mostly just rural farm towns. And again, you don't have to be literal with, you know, specific Russian names or anything like that. But things that are on theme or things that sound on theme, I'm going to go with, all right? And don't think I won't translate things, because if you're going to be don't be vulgar, okay? There you go. All right. So I want to do meat here as well. So meat storage is going to go here. And I'm not sure exactly where that goes. So, but to find that out, we want to get the cargo train station. This area needs a cargo train station here, and it is going to connect to that. And this is the reason why that needs to be a little further out. But also, I need this to connect. Let's try it right. Where's that road? Oh, I got rid of the road. All right. That road runs down straight this way. And I can't see very well because of the snow. I really wish I could see better. Overlaps with existing construction, yeah. We'll put this road right here. So can we get this to be right up against that road? Like super tight up against that road. And also connected to that. If I have to move this closer, then I will. But I need this to be like right up there. Right about there. That'd be nice to put it there. If I put it there, then this connects really smoothly. I really don't need that many. I think one rail in here is fine. You know what? Yeah, one rail in here is fine. We don't have to overspend on this. Just double checking on distance. 190, 180, 150. So 156 is about there. That's fine. So we could do it, let's say, about... Whoops. Do it about like this. Get rid of this. About there. Yeah. And then if there is another train coming, then it'll just wait its turn right here in this little stretch. Easy. All right, cool. So that takes care of that. And then we just want to adjust real quick where this is so that it hits that cargo station. So where is my warehouses? Yep. Let's flip the road. And I was hoping to have this be just a little cleaner. You know, like straight right up against that building. Yeah, can I go like right up against the building? Like that. But also connected to the building. Like you have to be connected to the store as well. I think that's the reason why I can't do that. So I had to angle it, unfortunately. It won't be clean. It is what it is, man. And then meat storage is going to go like this. And it doesn't have to be anything specific, actually, because it's only connecting to the train station. So it can actually just be like right here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll have the road come out and over and connect. And then all of you meet up with said road there. Okay, that is our delivery mechanism for the store in this area. Seems good, right? All right. So on the back side of the store, we're going to have a walking path. And I think it's going to run about here. So since it's going to run about here, we can go ahead and cross right now. And then, of course, the store will... I guess the store can also hook up from the path there as it's coming in. We'll go a little tighter here if I can. There we go. Yeah, right up next to it. Love it. Right up next to it. Beautiful. We're going to want another one that crosses over here in a second, but we'll just get to it when we can. So that goes like this. Now, the other thing I can do You know, I'm kind of digging the idea of doing this instead because I think it'll look better. Why don't we? You know, I think this will look better. I'm going to do it this way instead. Instead of having this cross like that, we'll just put you there, and we'll put you down that way, I guess. Or actually, it should be here, shouldn't it? Yeah. Why don't we just use the bridges? I know that adds maintenance, but I think it looks better when you use bridges. So if we're going to use the bridges, we would have this pullback. We could use the concrete pedestrian bridge instead. And we could do it like this. Let's get this out of the way just a little bit more. You want steel or... I like the concrete one. Yeah, I mean, I think I've used a pretty good mix in this playthrough so far. Yeah, I think I have. And then we'll put this kind of... If I stretch it out like that, it's a little bit wide, but I think it'll still work. And I kind of want it to be very straight. Can I get it to be really straight? Right, like that. I think having people walk over top of this is going to look pretty good. Yeah. And then so we'll have that connect. And then I also, of course, need it to go around as well. So it's going to have to connect here. And then we can have this path meet up with, at least I was hoping we could. Excuse me. Really? Just let me connect to that. All right, you know what? We'll do this. Whatever. Now they can get around to this path as well. All right, something different, you know? I'm just looking for something different. All right, there we go. Do it a different way. So we cross here. And if we ever cross any more, then we'll cross with another bridge over here. And that'll be fine. And then this path goes all the way to the road. I think so. We'll take it all the way to the road. And actually, if we take it that far... See, what I was thinking is... there would be some buildings over here along this road. And we would want people to be able to work there. And so they would take the walking path over there. But... I'm not entirely sure we're going to have that now. Let's mark this as a possibility. We'll go ahead and mark it like this instead. Let's pull this back just a little bit. Yeah, about like that. And then again, if we want to go across, we can do that. But let's just put a pin in this. We don't need it right now, and focus on the things we want to do. So this provides us with a really key location. It's a central location. And that central location means I can put houses over here and houses over here on the hill, and they can all reach the same store. So one store for the entire town. Now, whether or not I have enough store capacity to house all the people I'm going to house, well, that's another matter. Let's focus on that. So for residential areas, I'm thinking I want to use, you know, different buildings I haven't used much of yet. I'm trying to make everything look a little unique. I don't really want to sacrifice quality too much. Have I used these buildings at all? This is prefabs. Are there like steel buildings? Like, I know that the Dnipro Flats uses a lot of steel, but I figure since it's a steel town, they would use a lot of steel, right? What about these flats here? For 94%, they do 146 workers. It's not very many workers, though. I want a lot of workers local here. We need a lot of workers in this area. Like, it's a very important thing to have a lot of workers in this area. And over on the hill, they're going to be able to walk to the vehicle assembly area. I do have to be mindful of pollution. Actually, I probably should be mindful of pollution. Where is vehicle production line? It only does 11.8 tons a year. It's not a very high polluter. I think we're fine there. But they're going to be able to walk across there to work in this building, too, because walking path right there. So they'll get in right there. All right, cool. So maybe let's focus on roads really sec, because I think I have a tendency to make my towns and then go, okay, what about roads? Let's focus on roads first. And I think to be to be safe and not have to expand it much in the future, why don't we go ahead and add something like that right here. And then to go even further with this, and I realize it's winter. I'm sorry you can't see very well. I think we'll add a small roundabout right here, if I may. There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, about there. And then this road can go that way. We can also connect on that side like we already are. So we'll connect that way. We can also go that way with it. In fact, we can do 2 roads that direction, which is probably a good idea. So we'll also go in and put in a road like this. And should we go like right next to it? I think we probably can now. Like that and like that. Okay. So that gives me that. What's going on with electricity? I don't like seeing anything electricity and Charlemagne's together. See, you're still producing, though. That's the thing. I think you're just telling me this because of the wind turbine. You're entirely wind powered. That's the problem. I still have to get, you know, it's near the wind farms, right? And these are looking like they're in progress. So these things will be done soon, too. Yeah, we still have this area is predominantly this area is wind powered. I'm trying to get like a good source of power there, but just haven't quite expanded it just yet. If I take a look at cabling, this is wind. So my only source for grid is right here, and it's already full. And I don't think I have any additional switches. Well, these are high voltage switches, so I guess I do have more switches. How about we add one more switch on this side? Probably a good idea. We can add it like right here. And then, let me see, what do we have coming into this? These are the red cables. These are the 12 megawatt cables. The big cables. The same ones I ran from over there, underground, all the way over here. So, they can handle a lot of juice. I think at this point, though, no, we should always run 12s. Yes, we should always run the maximum amount through the high voltage lines because, you remember, eventually, the power is going to shift directions. Right? You have to, like, when I'm thinking about this stuff and I'm doing things, it's about thinking about the future too, right? Even like 100 videos out sometimes. We're running highest possible capacity underground here. Not because I think by the time I get out here, you're thinking, okay, well, you've probably used like 8 of your megawatt capacity by the time you get here. So you're never going to need 12. Why not save some money? It's because eventually the power is coming from the other side. It's going to eventually come from over here. So the power is being fed the opposite direction. It needs to have the highest power. We saw this happen in the stream series where I started out with gas power, and then as I started to expand to coal on that side, I realized that I couldn't send all my coal power where I needed it because my lines further down the chain were not upgraded because the power switched directions. It's coming from the other side. So we're dropping 12 megawatts all the way down so that we can handle that capacity when we switch to nuclear. So on that note, we're going to say 12. And then I think it's a little interesting here because there's 2 of them and I'm not sure which one to pull off of. So I think, and as a general rule, I'm going to look to pull it from the first one. And so we'll do that. And then for the other one, it'll most likely go to a transformer. Yeah, we'll most likely have a transformer, maybe even right here, and that will feed power into Charlemagne's North. So why don't we do that too, actually. We'll put a transformer. I mean, you could put it right here, actually. There's no sense in... Well, I mean, I guess for the sake of, like, trying to get power to move further into the city, but I don't want any transformers hanging out over here. I want them all being fed from outside. And then this is going to save me on the high voltage line, so... Maybe I will just put it right here. I think so. Just slap it right here. And then from there, we can go high voltage. This is going into the big city, so it's not going to be a slouch, but I don't know if it's really going to need a ton of power because they're not like high producing buildings. We'll drop it. We'll put a 6 on it. It's fine. Okay, good. I like what I see so far. Let's make sure that everything has road connections. And we can hook up to the 1-lane roads. That's completely fine. They'll still access them. And we're going to go like, well, no, not going to like me there. How about there? No. Why? Just go onto the power line. Are you trying to connect to... Oh, I see what you're doing. That's not what I want you to do. Right there. Yep. Right there. Yeah. All right. That will work. Everything's connected, so that stuff will get built in its own time. And then we're going to connect you to the 1-lane too because we can. And just make sure we, put the yields in the proper place and all that stuff. So, yeah, just like that. And like that. And like that. Alrighty. We're going to send it that way, and then we can then send additional power into here that's grid-based. So we'll have another transformer. Somewhere we're going to put another transformer. Let's put it over here. We'll stick it right up next to this road. We have a lot of tunnels here, though, so going underground to hook that up is probably not advised, but we're going to try it anyway. So we're going to put this, I think, right here. And then I should be able to connect it to that road. Really? Right. Yep, like that. And then underground, I'm good with a 5 megawatt on this one. It doesn't matter. We'll put a 5 megawatt on this one. And again, getting underneath this stuff is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I think we can, it's kind of spaghetti at this point. Go over top of some things, go underneath some other things. And there we go. And then from there, let's see. Are there any substations that aren't connected? Because I do that sometimes. I'll put them in. I won't connect them. Okay, we're going to put this one. It's pretty much this entire area here that's constantly having issues. So I think I'll put this right here. This part right here is where this can go to help out. And again, just providing some solid grid power here. Can we get a full-on 235 to run this way? Maybe. Can I get right there? No. Well, yes, I can get right there. That's all I need. That'll get me out where I need to go. We'll pop it right there. Yep. And then we'll go that way with it. And let's hook it up just like that. All right. Number one. Office number one. Do all these things and bring your workers out to these sites as well. Might as well finish these off if you can too. Okay. Why aren't you being finished off? You don't have the road connection? No. How come I can't select you? What? Oh, you know what I did? That's why they stopped. Okay. Construction stopped on all these things, and I'm trying to figure out why. It's because I made this road, but I didn't connect it right here. When I was doing things, I guess I must have disconnected it. So we'll put this right. I'll just hook it up to this. Whatever. Now all of these things can complete. Indeed. Can all complete. There's all that. And also workers. Thank you much. Okay, back to what we're focusing on. Back to Magnitograd. That's what it's called now. We have a couple of factors to consider here. We got this roundabout right there, and then there's this roundabout that's coming in over here. And it's going to go this way. We also have this road. And this road is going to be a tunnel. And I haven't quite figured out precisely where it's going in and out yet, but I was thinking of having a tunnel, and hopefully not too bad here. If I look underneath, kind of see where this one starts. So it kind of has to start, parallel to this. So it would run from there all the way up to about here. So it ends up going right here, which means that we can have, if we start the tunnel here, it means we can have a road that goes around this direction. So let's also do a road that goes this way as well. And it can go around and wrap. Let's have it wrap on this side of that road, on that side. Yep, like that. And then this side will go around, I think. Yeah, about like that. It's perfect. Yep. And then what we end up having here is a situation where we can have this merger. I'm trying to get this to go straight. It's not working. Let's do this a little bit differently. We're going to have you go parallel right now. And then we'll have you connect like that. There. Now it looks nice and clean. Okay, so we'll end up having a road that connects. It's like right here, basically. So all of this needs to merge into a roundabout that'll end up being right about here. So we're going to do roundabout right there. And right there is probably pretty good. We got to back this up because it won't connect. There it goes. And then we'll go that way. Get rid of that. Go that way. There we go. And then get rid of that. And then we can go here and connect. All right, good. That gives us our road design on that side. And then we'll want to have our houses right here. Our houses over here, houses right here. They can all walk to the store. And then we have houses over here. And we can also put some other stuff in between here. But let's talk about where those houses are going to be, huh? I'm going to put them over here. There's a nice, more wide open area here. And I can put like their schools and all the amenities that they need in this side. And then they just walk to here to get their groceries and stuff. And then we could also put the parking lots and stuff on this side or even over here. And that would be a straight shot to getting in where they need to go. So I think the houses themselves can be the furthest point away to allow them to, one, stay away from the pollution, but also as long as they can reach that building and their parking space, then they can get where they need to go without needing a bus or anything. I can also put a bus in this area too, which I probably should do as well. All right, so let's try this a little differently. We're going to take these same houses, and I think what I want to do here, the little, I don't want to call it cheating because it's not really cheating. It's just I'm packing them in really tightly. And I don't know how realistic it really is, but I'm thinking if I do the houses kind of like this instead. Ooh, need a slight alteration there. It's fine. We'll have it wrap around like this. I was going to do it a little later, but I guess since we're doing it, I'm going to do it now. And then that construction office is in my way, isn't it? Well, you can kind of see what I was looking to do. I was going to make a circle out of these. I was going to make it like a circle or an oval, I guess, in this case, but it'll work. It'll be fine. We'll do it again right over here. And we'll just keep rotating. It's whatever, right? I think it's kind of whatever. Like a little oval, all right? And everybody kind of lives in the oval. And then you put football programs. You could put a big old outdoor swimming pool right in the middle here. I haven't been able to use this building yet, and it would fit right in the middle there. That seems pretty cool to me. We could talk about that, look at that, but this is a lot of workers. We're talking 337 workers in each one of these buildings. A lot of people here. We need a lot of amenities in this area and a lot more space for this. So I'm going to go with a hospital. Let's focus on the hospital and stuff too. Fire station would be a great thing. We have plenty of fire coverage, but I think another fire station would be a glorious thing to have. Let's put it on this side. We'll put it over here. That way it's got a quick path to get to the highway and out as well. So in addition to covering these guys. So we'll put the fire station right here. And I do want a helicopter on this, though. That's going to be hard to get with this road being like it is. I could curve it a bit more extreme. That's why I did these all as dirt roads, because I know I want roads, but I don't know exactly where those roads are going to be, you know? So if I curve this a little more and then get it to come in, let's say there, I'd have to sync up all these lights. It's probably not the best way to do that. Why don't we merge these two intersections? Yep. To merge these two intersections, but then also we'll have a one-way road that does that. Yeah. I guess not a one-way road. We could just do that. Yeah, why don't we connect this as a triangle kind of thing? I see this in cities all the time. We do that kind of thing all the time in cities. I think I'm all right with that. And then we'll have the fire station be off of this road here. So we'll go to over here, fire station. And I think I'll have enough room for a helicopter if I do this. Ooh, now here's another question. We want two roads right through here, don't we? We really do. Yeah, we need two roads through here. Okay, that changes things, doesn't it? Let's connect these two roads as well. Yeah, I think we connect. Whatever, screw it. We'll connect these two roads as well. like why not? You know, they're gonna use them. So we'll do that, and then maybe off the roundabout. I think this is probably the safest bet. Let's come off the roundabout instead. We'll wrap around like this. And then we'll have our road meet into the roundabout instead. That's fine. And then our fire department can go on this side of the road, which of course leaves no room for it to have any sort of helicopter. The good news is there's a helicopter on this one. So we do have a helicopter in the area. Maybe that's enough. Maybe we can get a smaller fire department. You know? Like we get a smaller one instead here with some big fire engines, and then we have enough room for the other helicopter. I'm not sure what's better. Honestly, I really don't know what the better solution for that is, you know? How about we just put it in and stop talking about it? I feel like I'm so indecisive about this. I feel like it's a really important thing, but then it's not at the same time. I don't think it's as important as I'm making it out to be, you know? All right, I'm doing it. I'm putting it right here. They can totally walk to this. And then this gives me another helicopter for fire coverage. So we'll put that in right here as well. We'll put another helicopter on this side. Right over... All right. Right over here like this. Fine. That is fine. We're going to want this road to... that's going to be a one-way. This is going to end up being a four-way intersection. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, this won't be very busy, though. This is just to the warehouse, so that's not a big deal. Actually, we'll just make that two-way, but if we do that, then this can't... Yeah, we need to do this. That'll take care of it. Okay. So that's my road layout for this. I think it's interesting. I know it's really hard to see because the snow, but hey, if I just let it run at max speed over like this whole time, I think we'll be all right. We've dropped in population here. Probably should take a look. The heating plant is stopping. There's nobody there. Why is there nobody there? That's been the biggest problem, is I don't have enough people working in steel, and it's been the fault of the trains is what it usually is. They're not getting enough workers. But I thought I had solved that with putting that tunnel in. There are a lot of workers incoming, and they're just not spread out enough. The trains need to be more spread out so that we make sure that these guys never stop heating All right. So with this little weird oval thing that I may decide to change. In fact, I could extend the coastline up a little bit, and then I would be able to make this a little cleaner. You know, that's probably a good idea, isn't it? If I was to just to build that coastline out just a little bit, I could make that turn a lot cleaner in this area. I could go in and go like this. Probably about, what, there? And then there, and then there. And actually, by doing this, I get an extra house in there. Yeah. I get an extra building now. Or not. Ooh, I thought I would. I bet I will. You watch me. I'll get another one. Right. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. And now the only important thing here, right, is that all these walking paths have to be able to get inside. So in situations like this right here, I would have to come from this side to get through there. But as long as they can get through there, it's fine. To reach the stuff in the center. These guys all have to go straight out from this side. So these things are really close together, but these ones are a little more spread out. Maybe that can change too. I'm going to get an extra one. Too many. It is very important, though, that I don't go too close with these ones because their walking paths do have to be able to make it out of there. And I think I am going too close with these ones. Let's adjust this to be a little cleaner. About there. I think I'm going to get an extra one. I don't need an extra one, right? I just need it to be able to match up and go that direction. But I'm not going to say no to an extra 300 workers in this little area here. Does it look clean? Not at all. It's fine, though. You know what? I'm going to leave it just like that. It's okay. All right, so over here, real quick, we'll put the school. I'm running out of time. I've taken too long to do this. I was really hoping to have this all done much sooner than I'm doing it. I want to have the cinema here. Now, this should be reachable by all of these guys once we get the walking paths going through here. So we're going to put a cinema right here. I'm going to rotate it just so the buildings... Yeah, so we can get the walking paths and stuff. Or the road. The road connection. It's going to be on this side instead of back over here. All right, so we have that. And then I want one more building here, and then the walking path goes through here. So one more building here. Let's put it as... You know, concert hall's kind of big. So it's not going to be that. The dance hall is a little more reasonably sized for this area. We might be able to pull that off. Yeah, I think we could probably pull that off. If I just went back a little bit up against this building is kind of what I'm looking for here. Right up against this building. If we do that, can I get... Okay, maybe we can... I'm pretty sure if I scoot this back, I can get the two roads to connect. And then from that connection point, I can... Oh, not the indoor pool. Where is it? It's this. If I can get the two roads to connect, then I can get a central point out of that, I think. So we're going to go about like that instead. Can I get one out of the middle of that? Right there. Yep. There we go. It's almost like it was meant to be. Beautiful. I won't get a walking path that way, though, so I'm going to have to... I could just rely on that one, I guess, and then... I was actually hoping to have these guys, like, have to be able to go straight across that, but... Yeah, I mean, we need... I want a path that goes across here. Maybe I'll just need a bridge that takes them over. Tell you what we can do instead. Let's do this instead. If we pull you back to where we have the walking path first. All right, so we get the walking path before anything else. Let's put it right up against that building. All right. Well, you're going the wrong way for that, but if that's what I have to do for the... I think the hitbox on that building is not going to let me do it. Or it could just be the fact that this is a section that's right there instead. You need to move the point. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that works better. All right, and then we'll go ahead and take that, make it all asphalt again. Cool. And then let's pull this back so I can pave this road as one project. That's fine. Same thing with this. We want to pull that back so that this road can all be one project. Okay, so what I was thinking here is, now that I've got that in, if I take this cinema, I have to redo that now. Didn't want to, but I will, because it didn't look good. If I take the cinema and line it up with a dance hall, rather than the other way around, because one is a lot more, I'll go with flexible. One's more flexible than the other. So I want to line it up right behind, line it up with that. Right, like that. Seems good. Yep. And then the cinema should line up with that instead. Ooh, man, that is going to be tough. All right, we're not doing that. I mean, I don't have a choice. I can't, if I can't do it. I want both of these buildings here, though. So we're going to do it like this instead, where we have the... I realize, before anyone says anything, I realize I don't need a road connection on this building. I want one, is all. That's all it is. So if I go like this and make a dead end right on that walking path, can I get you connected? I can. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it instead. Perfect. And then you will connect you there. And then that whole thing needs to be a job, so we'll still pull you off, but that's how we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm liking where this is headed. I think we're headed in the right direction here. A lot of people over here. Culture, sports, police. Nope, we don't have police. We have fire right there. We're going to have police over here as well. And that's going to be a big police station. And I'm going to fit that right here. That means you have to go that way, though. I want you to be able to maneuver. How about here? You still have to go that way because of the one-way street. I want you on this road. So we'll have to, once again, change this. Man, this road is just not in a good position for me, is it? I'm trying to force it. I don't want to do that anymore. Right here is where I want you, police department. Right there. So this road now comes this way. And eventually, it'll get to lay roundabout. And now the police go there. Okay? Okay? Eventually, we got there. All right. And then hospitals. So hospital obviously has to be accessed by both sides. And I haven't decided where I'm going to go on that. I might end up doing 2 hospitals just to keep the health up. Right, 89% health. I'm really proud of that, and I want to keep it going. Hospital would be here. It's a pretty big building, and I want helicopters. So, it is what it is. I could put it on this side. Hey, that wouldn't be half bad. Put it over by the water. And then I could have a helicopter right there. Ooh, fancy. I like that. I like that fanciness. I just have to make sure people can get there. Right, so like right now, I don't know if they can actually get to this building. That's the next thing to worry about, isn't it? Tell me you'll connect. You will, right there. The problem with that connection, let me say, is that if cars are waiting for the roundabout, my ambulances are waiting right away. It is generally a good idea, and you'll notice that a lot of cities will do this too, like real life cities will do this. You want buildings like your hospitals and stuff to kind of be really central to everything, but their drive, their entrance is not on the main road. It's like there's a side road that comes off the main road, and then shortly after that, then there's the driveway. All right, so you don't have situations where people are waiting in line in order for the ambulance to get out of the parking lot. You have room for that ambulance to get out onto the road and then turn on their sirens and their lights and everyone get out of my way, right? And that's kind of what I've tried to do here. Fire department is not on the main road. It's off of it. Of course, this is going to turn into a main road. Just watch. And then the police department is a very good example of that, where there's main roads here. It's very close, but it's off the main road on this one instead. And so I think the hospital probably should end up being here. I wanted schools and stuff there, but I think the hospital's probably got to go here. So I'm going to do that instead. We're going to put the hospital right here. And in fact, I think I'm going to give it its own road. So I'm going to go about like this with it. We'll give it its own road from this intersection. We'll come out like this and then curve into the roundabout, and then that's your drive. So you have your own thing. You can go that way and get out and go that way. You can go this way and down there or around and go that way or through or whatever. And you can go anywhere you want, basically, from this two-way, hospital road. And then now we need the school, the kindergarten. I think I just want like a really big school. We're going to need a lot of kids. We're going to have like a lot of people here. So I'm thinking, yeah, big school right here should be able to handle everybody. Yeah, right there. That school can handle all these guys. And then for kindergartens, I had to put it in the center, I guess. Sorry, no outdoor pools for you. It's just the way it's got to be, man. Here's the other problem with this. Maybe I can put it over here. Is this even the big one? Like, I think a big kindergarten is going to be needed, How about right here? No? You don't want to let me do that? How about, like, say, the thing is, since those buildings are already placed, you can't alter the terrain. So it has to be perfect. We're not going to get it perfect. If I put it off the backside, maybe. I could put it over here. Kindergartens are always going to be very specific anyway, so I can put it back here. I'm fine with that. What about here? As long as the walking paths can get through. Yeah, it can. All right, so for this walking path, we're going to go kind of, right around the outside. Like so. All right, and then hopefully all these buildings will just meet up with this walking path that just takes it around the outside like this. And then, oh, you will connect there. I didn't think you would. Because I thought it was more of a roundabout thing where I was going to have to take it away, but it turns out it's going to connect just fine. We're going to go like that. No, like, come on. Yep, right there. Like that. Kind of looks like one of those speedways in Gran Turismo. I forget what the course is. It's not a complete oval. It's got like a little, I don't know, Fuji Speedway or something. It kind of looks like one of those. Oh man, Gran Turismo. What a game. Especially the original one. Oh man. You guys heard the story, right? About I think it was Nissan that did it. Yeah, I think it was Nissan that did it, where they did this competition a long time ago. It was like, I don't know, early 2000s maybe? 2011, 2012, something like that. Anyway, they did a competition where they took the best Gran Turismo players. It's a game on PlayStation. Best Gran Turismo players in the world. And they tried them out and see if they can actually take it. And one of the drivers actually could do it. They actually were able to. I'm gonna move this. I know I'm being very indecisive again. I just want to move it over closer to this road so that I can maybe get a helicopter in there. I want to try it out, see if there's any way I get a helicopter in there. Right, like this. Right, like. Can a helicopter fit here? Yes. Yesn't? Yes-ish? Hold on. There's a... Yeah, this might happen. It's very close. It's so annoyingly close. I mean, it's all green lights. Except for the 2 yellows right down there. And then, of course, the terrain as well, which is annoying. My gosh, are you kidding me? You're so close. Just let it happen. Just stop resisting. Yes, there. There we go. Excellent. Oh, that's going to be great. Anyway, I forgot what story I was saying. They took the best racers in a video game and they allowed them to race for free. Or not free, but allows them to race for real. And one of them, if I remember correctly, actually did Le Mans. Like, Le Mans is crazy. That 24-hour endurance race. It's wild. Anyway, off topic. I think I'm good here. I think we've done some good planning here. I need to let things build. I need to put the plumbing and stuff in. I need to do all that stuff. And, God, you know, it just took longer than I wanted, and this video is too long. Why don't we have a part 2? Yeah? I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 videos today, all right? Just so you don't have to be like, I waited another day. So you'll get 2 workers and resources today. I'll post the next part of this, you know, like a few hours after I post this one, and then you guys can watch both parts. Okay? How's that? Good consolation prize? I think that's a good compromise. That's what I mean to say. I can't speak. It's 2 a.m. I got to go to bed. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.